This is my review of The Last Saiyuki, Chapter 14, Wish Upon a Star, Part 1. And finally they kiss. I know it's weird to label two videos over 2 different weeks the same thing, but I mean, this is what we've all been waiting for. I mean, I personally haven't because I see no physical or emotional chemistry between these two at all. Ryu looks absolutely mortified that he has to do this. Koru is blushing to the point where I actually think she's about to black out. And I don't think Estelle is going to be all that happy when she wakes up. So yeah, a kiss literally nobody's been asking for, nobody wanted, but we got it. I mean, why not? This is chapter 14. Most series I've seen get to 19, that's about it. So they have to really rush this emotional subplot quickly. Alright, anyway, so start of this chapter, Estelle's thinking back to her mother. I mean, like the shrimp, her mother never praised her, never gave her any encouragement, never gave her any kind words, and just talked to her about monsters, monsters, monsters. At the time, she thought it was because she was mean, she was awful, she was a monster who wanted to scare her kid, but then she realized that her mother was really just trying to do what was best for her, and she wanted to be worthy of her mother. She wanted to be like Ling Ling, but she couldn't. And when her disease turned into a monster, a long snake with a baby's head and a hat. Okay. She was afraid. She couldn't handle it, and because of that, her mother ended up getting killed. As she said, this happened on what had been the best birthday of my life, which, god damn, that's depressing. So then she decides that they're going to go fight the big monster that's culmination of all the other little ones, and Ryu's not having it. He does not want to do it. I mean, he's like, no, I don't care about people. I'm just here to protect Koru. And Estelle storms off at Mach 5. Of course, then Koru tells him to stop lying, that really he's just afraid of Koru getting hurt, and that's why he's not going. But she can't hold back with him. They have to do this together. They have to go forward because they both care about Estelle, and they don't want her to get hurt. They need to keep telling her you're not alone, so don't be afraid. Meanwhile, Estelle's thinking back, I don't actually want to go do this myself, but I have to. I have to be like Ling Ling. I need to run headfirst into danger. It doesn't matter what I want. And she's so distracted by thoughts of his mother, she hasn't actually noticed the 20-foot-tall cholera demon right there. And I'm seeing like a big pool of blood under him. I'm not sure if that's from him eating his other demon halves, or if he's eaten a bunch of people too there. I'm pretty sure it's from him eating his other demon halves, but yeah, he is terrifying and freaking huge and fat. Also, his ability shoots out his arms, and if they touch you, they start draining the life right out of you. That's the new ability that this prime cholera demon has. He can absorb your life force just by touching you, not by entering you, which makes him so much more dangerous, so much worse than all of his other little buddies. And as her life is being drained out of her, she thinks back to herself, desperate and scared and sick, and she's afraid again. She is terrified of dying. She's terrified of being consumed by the disease once again. And as she keeps telling herself, I'm not afraid, but her mailbox begins to fill with fear once again, which I think might actually lead to her former disease demon coming through. I think that'd be very interesting. It was said in order to become a Niobe user, you need to be able to defeat your own fear, so I guess technically she was able to take out the monster after her mother died, or after her mother gave her like instructions with like her dying breath. Together they took it out. But anyway, this could lead to that monster coming back, to her having to face it again, to face the trauma of her past, what happened to her mother. I think it'd be a very interesting moment for her. And then I think she'll gain a lot of courage and strength from it, and then the shrimp will tell her, you did good, I'm proud of you, or something like that, which would just be a very touching moment for her. Then Estelle cries because she's always been a hindrance. She's never been able to save anyone. She's never been able to do any good in the world. She's just weighing people down this whole time. And then they kiss. Apparently that is the one way to share some of their strength. I mean, sure, a hug would have been sufficient enough, but nope. Had to be a full-on kiss to spread their power to her, which I am curious because Ryu and Koru are like linked together. They have this superhuman strength that's beyond what any other Niobe user could use. If they're sharing that with her, will that mean that she gets a big, not just, she doesn't just recover, but she gets this huge boost in strength and power and is able to take on the Collar Demon by herself? I mean, I really think they're leaning more towards these three working together to take it out. But if she gets that big boost in strength, she could be way more helpful in this battle. And in future battles, three of them together, 3-in-1, power of three. I think it'd be really interesting if, suddenly she's able to use her Niobe like he does, make it bigger, or change its shape. I mean, she says it's based on a club, so imagine like Thor's hammer or something, or a Nora from Ruby, just big crazy hammer swing. That'd be really funny to watch. So yeah, those are my thoughts. Chapter 14. Let me know what you thought in the comment section down below. Be sure to like and subscribe. Until next time, peace.